Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Dumalang, Sawona, good evening, Tokazane. Patriji Meditation Channel, Africa, under the divine guidance of Brahma Rishi Pitamaha Patriji and our dearest Grandmaster Padma Amma, we'd like to welcome all masters from Africa, South Africa, India, USA, and all over the world to today's Akhanda Dhyanam, Akhanda Dharthi 4. Today, we are really privileged and honored to have a special guest for the first time from South Africa. From from Cape Town, we have Dr. Fikile Alberts Villakazi. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Fikile. We are so happy to have you on our platform today. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. I am Dr. Mala Ramsaran. I'm also an ethnomedicine and an ethnopsychologist, and I'm also the director of my company, Health Intervention. Masters, Dr. Albert Villakazi is the president of the Southern Medical University Alumni 2023, co-founder and president of Equelo Healers Collective, founder and board director, Isa Bangoma Traditional Healer Institute and Homestead, eco-permaculturist and Isangoma Traditional Healer. Dr. Fikile is also the director of the Gender Equity Unit at the University of the Western Cape. And to top it all, she is also a Reiki energy healing practitioner. What a beautiful bio we have of you, Dr. Fikile. And we are so privileged to have you on our platform. So I'm going to hand over to you to give us your presentation and also to tell us a little bit about yourself and how does Equele and your company spend time to nurture and preserve Mother Earth. So I will hand over to you.
Thokozani, namaste, greetings, everybody. We honor the presence of spirits and guides that are with us this morning. I believe it's morning for some of us. For us, it is evening in South Africa. And thank you so much, Dr. Ramsaran, for bringing us into this space. We are really rising from a place of humility, from a place of honor, and happiness that we are able to share ourselves in these ways, from where we are sitting in the different spaces that you have beautifully articulated. Thank you so much, really, for trusting us also to be able to share this experience that we go through in terms of our relationship with Mother Earth, and sharing that which has been imparted in us. We also want to recognize where the place is rising from, under the divine guidance of Brahmashi Pitamaha Patriji. We honor that space. We honor also all the gurus that are rising together with us today in this space. We invite all their energies to be with us. We invite all their spirits to be with us, this evening and this morning. We invite also all the workers of light and the beings of light to be with us as we enter the space, as we greet. We say, Thokozani, Ndawuwe, Kamaku, Shewe, Makhosi amakhulu, Zindlondle inkulu, Namaste. Thokozani, Ndlondo siyathokoza abantu abakhulu, Makhosi amakhulu. We have been requested to speak about our relationship with Mother Earth and the importance of our relationship also with the environment. We are rising in this conversation from different spaces. Equelo Healers Collective, already you've beautifully articulated it, so I'm not coming here alone. I am with Dr. Leonora Alberts Villakazi, who is also known as Ugogo Phakathi, coming from a space of healing. We together have been running a homestead in one of the villages in KwaZulu-Natal, one of the provinces where we find ourselves in, amongst other places, doing this work of love and this work of healing. And our conversation this evening and this morning and today is really going to be from that experience, because we draw our relationship with Mother Earth from the conversations with celestial beings that have led us into that place. A couple of years ago, and we are hoping that this is a message that as we enter into a place of meditation, that you are expecting to hear. But basically what happened is that we realized that we got messages basically from spirit, messages which I would call revelations, or voices of reason, speaking to us about the importance of why we are having Mother Earth and how we should relate with Mother Earth. And part of that was first starting to understand where we are and where we are located. And it was happening at the time for us when a whole range of things were happening in the world and in the country generally, where you are realizing that there is a lot of what was revealed to us as violence that is perpetrated towards Mother Earth, in the manner that we relate with Mother Earth, in the manner that we demand from Mother Earth, in the manner that we take from Mother Earth. And we were then called into a place of return into that relationship. And this place of return in the vision was saying that we can no longer afford as people to take as much as we are taking from Mother Earth, to damage Mother Earth, but also to poison Mother Earth. So we needed to reimagine the kinds of relationships that we have with Mother Earth. And we were pointed into a place of food and into a place of environment, which is really, at that time we were busy with what we're imagining is just really growing food gardens in our backyards, making sure that we return to planting food and growing food ourselves, making sure that whatever we put in our bodies are things that do not have chemicals, are things that are not poisoned, from the kinds of foodstuffs and materials that you consume, from wherever we buy. And sometimes even the manner that we plant in terms of the pesticides that we use. So we got such a revelation to say there is something that we needed to do, and that thing begins with our relationship with land, and returning to land, and all kinds of things happened for us at that time. One of the things was to first realize that we are caught up in this cycle of violences that are happening outside of ourselves, which are sometimes interpreted as politics, sometimes are interpreted as economy, sometimes are interpreted just as relationships with people amongst ourselves. But many of us have forgotten the place of spirit, the place where all of it gets to be born, which is inside of ourselves, our relationship with the divine, our relationship with the divinities that we walk with, the divinities that guide us. And it was then revealed that it's important to first and foremost, even before we relate with Mother Earth, understand our relationship with the divinities that we work with, that we are interconnected as a people, which I think why this evening and today and this morning, we appreciate this space of bringing many of us across different parts of our continents gathered in this fashion, because it actually deepens that understanding that we are a connected people, and we are brought together by the various divinities that we are, or those that live within us and those that inhabit our bodies. So we needed to then start there to say, then what is it that the divinities that we work with are telling us in relation to something that we call land. So land is something that is there not to be abused. Land is something that is there. Land is, for lack of a better word, is part of our gods and our goddesses, because everything else that inhabits earth, whether it is our relationship with animals, our relationship with plants, our relationship with the zodiac, with the stars and the moon, is connected to the divines, to the divinities that we work with. So it became imperative that we then understand that we cannot do it all outside of the divine. It begins with the divine. And then we were drawn into this piece of land, amongst many others, where we needed to then, at that time, we actually said that we were going off grid. Off grid, basically meaning that we are getting ourselves out of the system. Because until there is that level of consciousness and understanding that we live in a system or systems in the world that sometimes we get caught up in. And through the work of spirit and the work of the divine, we constantly have to entangle ourselves from the system. So the language then of entangling ourselves at that time became to us, or was revealed to us, as a language of living off grid, which meant that we needed to go and start a life of reconnecting with Mother Earth, revisiting our relationship with Mother Earth. And it was not an easy relationship, but it's a relationship that I believe we are all called into. And it's the work of spirit, it's the work of meditation, because you first have to understand what is earth to us. So we went into this land with nothing but ourselves and trust in the divinities that were working with us. And whilst we're in the land, I think we were lucky at that time that the land that we went into, fellow healers, was land that was what we would call virgin land. Land was not inhabited for a very long time. So we sort of understood the purity of land compared to elsewhere we have lived, where land has been violated, where Mother Earth has been violated. And we got to understand the differences between how Mother Earth looks like when she is not violated and how she looks like when she has been violated by what we now today know as environmental degradation, throwing in of waste and what people call waste and so on. And we started then living on the land. And I think that taught us a lot of lessons around how does the violence against Mother Earth feel like, and how does it look like, and how do we actually experience it? And it's things like, when we arrived in the land, it's a land that is completely off grid, not necessarily, doesn't have municipal water, it doesn't have municipal lights, literally in the forest, where there's just plants and there's just animals and a couple of human beings like us who live in that land. We had to then start reorienting ourselves to say, what is it that Mother Earth is telling us and teaching us, which is something that we are sharing today. And one of the things was the fact that Mother Earth constantly gives to us. Mother Earth is constantly full of resources that she is constantly sharing with us. We found water underground. We found that if you just put a seed on the ground, a couple of days later, the seed has germinated. We find that there's things that just grow naturally from Mother Earth. And we realize some of those things that are growing, some of the plants and the trees that are in this forest are actually medicines that heal our bodies. And we started to realize things that some of us take for granted. How, for instance, it is important that we have animals on the land, because animals contribute to the ecosystem. Whether it is about soil health and the type of food that goes into that soil and gets into our bodies, and also whatever that comes out of our bodies back into earth. We got to be taught again the cycle of life. that is healthy, the cycle of life that does not harm Mother Earth. Because we also had to learn to say, how do you even plant something without a fertilizer? Right? Because we grew in this world that teaches us that to grow a tomato or a spinach or aloe or a medicinal plant, you actually have to make sure that it grows fast. For it to grow fast, you need to give a fertilizer or you need to spray it in these ways. But we didn't use any of that. We had to rely literally on the natural systems that come from the bodies of animals, from Mother Earth herself, and from ourselves as part of this cycle of life. So what we are then bringing here today is the importance of remembering. The importance of remembering, which is something that we are still today being taught by our reconnection to Mother Earth, to remember who we are in the whole cycle of life, in the cycle of nature, in the cycle of spirit, because once we remember that, which the systems out there are working so hard to make us forget, we will then remember how healthy Mother Earth is, and we'll be able to see patterns of violences. When we burn certain things in the environment, when we throw things like plastic in the environment. So we will learn, it becomes part of consciousness and part of our human culture on a daily basis when we wake up to say, this is how I'm going to relate with Mother Earth. So what then happened in the midst of that? COVID-19 kicked in. And that became even more important a moment to remind us about the time that we live in. Some of us in the divine spaces, we felt it as an emergence of a new era, an era that is rising from the divine feminine reconnecting us with Mother Earth, when a lot of messages everywhere we were saying, go back home. When lockdown happened, the key message was, go back home. And the divine femininities in us started assisting us to ask these questions. What is home? Where is home? What does one do at home? And when all of that was happening, we started to realize that the majority of us under lockdown could not go to shops. You could not go and buy Checkers, could not go buy ShopRite or your local food place that you buy to. You needed to generate food for yourself. And that message about our relationship with Mother Earth became even more important because you started realizing that the kinds of things that we do in terms of consumption, in terms of generating sources of being, have constantly been surrounded by states of violences. And we started to learn even more during COVID-19, just around the medicines, accessibility to plants. And you can look at this one day through research. You will realize that a number of people that have survived the pandemic because there was a moment of return to what other people call traditional medicines, return to natural medicines, return to natural food, things that we put in our bodies, the herbs that we eat, that are always taken for granted because all of those herbs have been poisoned and reproduced differently. The point of the matter in this conversation is that COVID-19, when it happened, the feminine divinities spoke even stronger, with other divinities, of course, in the midst, to say it is very, very important that we respect our relationship with Mother Earth, because if we do not do that, we are not building for the generation to come, but also we continue to harm the environment and things that we see happening as pandemics, things that we see as happening as natural disasters, landslides and so on, are happening because we are not located where we should be located to as a people. So it's very, very important then that we also realize that Mother is what we call spirit, which is Mother Earth. She feeds us. She heals us. She nurtures us on a daily basis. Many of us are here today, have survived pandemics and pandemics. We probably are still going to survive because we hear and listen to the voice of Mother. So tonight, and as we enter this meditation, Mother is inviting us back into that relationship of remembering who are we, remembering how we relate with Mother Earth. And Mother talks in a very simple language that says, grow your food, grow your own medicine, eat as much plants as you can, respect animals. Animals are goddesses and they're gods. Mother speaks in those ways. And it's not really in the revelations of the divine or the divinities. It's something that appears simplistic, but when it comes to the human nature, because we are spirit beings living in a human experience, it sometimes gets complicated, but it's really as simple as going back home and planting. It's about going back to that land, that relationship with the land. I'm not sure how much time I have, Dr. Solomon, please let me know if I have to wind up. But the message that we are driving home, fellow healers, is that we cannot survive without our returning to Mother Earth. Our only survival is human nature, the generations to come. Our only methodology to prevent what is something that sometimes feel itself as disasters, as illnesses, as diseases. It's a simple return to Mother Earth, and it takes many, many forms. It works in our heads, in our hearts, in our bodies, but it's really about returning to that relationship with Mother Earth, returning to the values also that Mother Earth teaches us, because part of the struggle for not returning is that Mother Earth begins to teach us that as we reorganize our relationship with plants and with animals, it also teaches us then to reorganize our relationship with money, which is very hard because we are socialized by systems outside of Mother Earth to rely on money, to rely on capital in order to be as a people. But Mother Earth teaches us that there's plenty for all of us. There's a lot for all of us. We must not be scared. We must not be afraid, because fear is an element amongst other elements of nature, like water, like fire, like earth. We just need to understand how to relate with the elements of nature so that we survive. And at the fundamental aspect of it is to remember that we just don't need to be harmful to earth, and earth will continue to give and feed and nurture. And there's plenty for all of us in the world. There's plenty for all of us in the world. And lastly, the teachings of the land and Mother Earth are that of love, an attribute that cannot go without trust, which then told us, even continues to do so as we live in this land, that we need to trust Mother Earth. Mother Earth is generous. Mother Earth always bears. But Mother Earth can equally not bear if she is constantly violated. And in the language of humanity, this is the subject of climate. This is the subject of environment. This is the subject of what other people call agriculture. This is the subject of what other people call permaculture. And it is in those places, starting from us, on ourselves, within our own homes, with our children, with our siblings, with our lovers, before we even go out into the community, to embed those values and ways of being. And then it will multiply itself into a sense of community, because we give birth to communities from our families. Communities give birth to nations, and we give birth to presidents. And I think if we reinculcate these values as we pray about them, as we meditate about them, the hope is that we are rebuilding and reconnecting a world that is able to remember Mother Earth. And in closing, I know that many people out there are preaching the fact that Mother Earth may not return. Mother Earth will return to her original form if we treat Mother Earth with love. There is hope. We mustn't give up that hope. We just need to return as a people into that place where Mother Earth is calling us to return to. Let us grow. Let us never stop planting trees. Let us never stop planting food. Let us never stop sharing seeds. Let us never stop respecting animals. Let us never stop respecting one another and loving one another as people. And Mother Earth will never stop loving back. I had a story to share in graphics, but because of time, Doc, I may not share it, which is just to show then how we have been living in the land and the kinds of things that we've done. But I feel like I've taken a lot of time just from the conversation. It just went from my heart. But I'm happy to share it with you, to share with everyone. I will stop here at the interest of time so that I don't take a lot of space. Thokozani bantu abadala ndawuwe. Namaste.
Namaste.
Makhosi amakhulu.
Dr. Fikile, you have spoken from your heart, and it has been a heart-to-heart relationship today. And with that, I would like to hand over to our Grandmaster, Padma Amma, and she would like to say a few words to you. Thank you, Mom.
Amma, can you please unmute?
Namaste, Dr. Fikile. Thank you. Thank you so much for accepting our request. I am Padma from India, from Andhra Pradesh, from Vijayawada. I start meditation in 1997. Since 1997, I became vegetarian and I never use medicine. ఈ రోజు పత్రిజీ 77వ జన్మదినం సందర్భంగా అఖండ ధ్యానం అఖండ ధర్తి 4లో ఒక గొప్ప మహిళను మనందరం కలుసుకున్నందుకు నాకు చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది. ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ డాక్టర్. వెరీ హ్యాపీ. వాట్ ఏ గ్రేట్ లేడీ. సోషల్ యాక్టివిస్టులు ఊరికే అవరు ఫ్రెండ్స్. వాళ్ళకి ఎంతో మృదువైన హృదయం, స్పందించే హృదయం వాళ్ళకి ఉంటేనే సోషల్ యాక్టివిస్టులు అవుతారు. సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ అంటారు. సోషల్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఎలా తీసుకోగలుగుతారు అంటే దేని వల్లనో ఆ సఫరింగ్ అనేది వాళ్ళకి తెలిసి ఉన్నప్పుడే ఆ బాధ్యతను వాళ్ళు టేక్ ఓవర్ చేయగలుగుతారు. ఈ రోజు డాక్టర్ ఫికిలే మనతో కలవటం అనేది మనం ఎంతో ఆనందించదగ్గ విషయం. అఖండ ధ్యానం అఖండ ధర్తి 4లో 3 parts మనం చేసుకున్నాము. అంటే అది కొంత ఒక్కసారి ఒక్కొక్క మెడిటేషన్ అయినప్పుడల్లా అది ఆ లోతుల్లోకి వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు ఎంత లోతుల్లోకి వెళ్ళింది, ఎంత స్ప్రెడ్ అయింది అనేది ఇంటర్ గెలాక్టిక్ ఫెడరేషన్ అంతా కూడా వాళ్ళు 1048 మాస్టర్స్ వాళ్ళు మానిటర్ చేస్తూ వాళ్ళంతా కూడా దాన్ని మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏమేయాలి అని చెప్పేసి నెక్స్ట్ అఖండ ధ్యానాన్ని వాళ్ళు ఫిక్స్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఎంత టైంలో చేయొచ్చు, ఎంత గ్యాప్ ఇవ్వచ్చు, దానికి జరిగే ప్రిపరేషన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, ఆ ప్రిపరేషన్స్ వల్ల వెళ్తున్నటువంటి ఎనర్జీస్ ఎటువంటి ప్రకంపనలను పుట్టిస్తాయి, ఆ ప్రకంపనల ద్వారా ఎటువంటి మార్పులు జరుగుతాయి అనేది వాళ్ళు ఒక అంచనాతో ఇస్తున్నటువంటివే ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఫ్రెండ్స్. కాబట్టి ఇవి ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా కూడా జరుగుతున్నాయి. అన్నింటికంటే అద్భుతం ఈరోజు మేడం మన ఛానల్ కి రావటం, మనతో కలవటం, తన యొక్క సంకల్పాన్ని సత్సంకల్పాన్ని మన యొక్క సత్సంకల్పంతో కలపడం చాలా గొప్ప విషయం మేడం. ఈరోజు రియల్లీ ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ, వెరీ హ్యాపీ. మై ఐస్ రోల్డ్ అవుట్. Thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mala, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. Dr.
I,
Fikile.
I can't talk more and more words. I have no words, ma'am. Thank you so much once again.
Dr. Fikile, we have our Padma Amma. She works tirelessly behind the scenes to make sure that this channel works every single day. So she has been working tirelessly and she has been our mentor coming into the meditation channel. So I just like Aparna to maybe just translate what Ma has said and then we will move on further. Over to you, Aparna.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Aparna. So I will be speaking later, but I will just try to just translate it for you briefly, what our master has been communicating, the message. First of all, she is very, very thankful and very happy that you have been on our platform today, and it gives her immense pleasure, and all the message you have shared with us, it has become deep rooted in our heart. She says this previous Akhanda Dhyanam, we called it Akhanda Dhyanam because it is forever. This Dhyanam is meditation and Dharthi, our earth. So this three the messages, whenever it came through our grand Adi Guru Brahmarishi Pitama Patriji, it has been planned by the Intergalactic Federation. Time to time, we have been summoned, told, planned, and told how to move further in our this mission for the Mother Earth, and what all the steps we have to include ourselves in for our progress of self-progress, self-evolution, mass evolution, everything she has tells. It is says all these vibrations, everything which is happening around us has been a guiding force for us. So this is the brief thing, and she says I have been so fortunate about her journey. She was with our Guru Brahmarishi Pitama Patriji. Already he never preferred us to call his Guru. He says, I am the one just showing you the path. You just have to follow it on your own. I'm just leading the way, nothing else. So how to go about. So that is what she has come into meditation along with him. For 27 years, she was guided, and now she is here to guide all of us. So we got this vision. Our Patriji sir was in Johannesburg for some time also. So she says it has been a lovely journey of meditation. So that I will just conclude with that, Malaji. Thank you so much for bringing us such a great master with such a great vision. Thank you, ma'am. It was so nice and beautiful is the word which is coming to me when I was hearing you to speak, that although we may be on different parts of the earth, but our thought process is one and the same. We are aligned beautifully and we are working towards Mother Earth. When you said planting trees, etc., really, and towards the women empowerment in a way, it was really very nice. Thank you. With this, I conclude, and over back to Malaji for the further sessions. As you say, we should, I think, invite Sheila ji. Yes.
Yes.
And Amma, anything else you would like to share with us, with ma'am? And a request also, Malaji, from ma'am. After we just hear from other masters, we would like us to join us for meditation as well. Yeah,
Yes.
Sheila ji, over to you.
Good evening. Good evening to all masters. I'm unable to start my video. We have a terrible thunderstorm and lots of rain and hail. so I'd rather just keep my camera off to avoid interference. My name is Ramila Fakir originally, but everyone knows me as Sheila. I'm also a Reiki master, a therapist, nutritional counselor, and I do pure vegetarian meals, and I do offer pure vegetarian meals to all my clients. And I feel so blessed to be able to meet Dr. Fikile today. I can relate to so much of her journey and feel so blessed that our paths have crossed. My meditation journey began early this year, and I'm so grateful for all the blessings that this platform has given me on this special journey. Patriji Meditation Channel, under the divine guidance of Padma Ma, who has tirelessly been here with us, guiding us, supporting us in all our journey. This journey has been nothing short of amazing for me. This meditation journey has guided me to become a better human being, evolved in so many different ways. It has helped me cope with different situations, with daily livelihoods, and has made me cope better in such a blessed and beautiful way. Our channel has offered so many masters, grandmasters, young masters, little masters, which we all have learned so much from. And all I can say is, please do join our channel. It's an amazing channel. We have learned so much from the masters and the grandmasters. From season 1 right up to season 4 and 5, where the young masters have come onto this channel. We have learned each and every day from our masters. And I feel blessed that we have crossed this part of meditation through Padma Ma, Apana Ma'am, who has always been here to guide us, to support us, to give us that inner nudge and strength to really just keep us focused on this journey. We are really grateful, Ma, for your divine blessings each day. We know that you also have a lot of commitments on other channels, but you have never stopped to be here with us, supporting us each and every day. I feel emotional because I know, Ma, that you are here with us, you are guiding us, Apana Ma'am, for your constant narration of Ma's messages has been nothing but amazing. Akila Ma'am as well for your blessings, Mala Ma'am, and all the masters have contributed to this amazing channel. I feel blessed and truly grateful for every blessing on this channel today. Thank you so much. And I'm blessed that I could be part of this channel. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheila Ji, for those beautiful words you have spoken from your heart. And I just will call Master Aswad to do a bit of his sharing, and then we will move on further from there. Thank you so much, Master Ashwad.
Hello, masters. Good evening and good afternoon to all the masters from various parts of the world. Uh, it always feels immense pleasure to work for the Mother Earth, and I'm really excited that the way Ma'am Dr. Fikile Ma'am has given her version about the Mother Earth and planting the trees, and her conversation and her connection with the Mother Earth. The way she spoke was really very enthusiastic, and it is all very glad that we are all taking part in this the grand event, which is Akhanda Dharthi 4. We have successfully completed Akhanda Dharthi 1, 2 and 3, and today it's time for Akhanda Dharthi 4 as per the plan of Intergalactic Federation Masters. So and we are here to celebrate this event and start a 9-hour music meditation where we all sit and embrace our soul journey in this meditation path. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Sheila ma'am, for your wonderful speech, and thank you, Padma ma'am, for always being a beacon of light for this Patriji meditation channel and leading every one of us from the front. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
inviting me
Thank
for
you
this.
so much, Master Ashwath.
Thank you.
Aparna, will
Thank you.
we have a video now?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll just speak for myself. As your second, I'll take. Thank you so much, Masters, for all of us for joining us. I'm Aparna Nelaturu from Jaipur and India as well. And my journey with Padmama started some 1.5 years back, approximately, when I met her for the first time in Bihar. And it was another story. And from there on, I'm connected through this channel and with Patriji, of course, for the past 4 years, when he was like a father figure to me. And as the days pass by, I find new things which I feel shows my connection to him. And the medium of connection I feel is our Grandmaster Padmama. And through him and through we connected so well. And now Malaji is there, Sheila ma'am is there. We're always there supporting us to move further in this mission. And now, as passed by masters from India as well, connect to us. So this is a wonderful journey of meditation. So first, and another thanks to ma'am Fikile ma'am. Please to join us in this viewing this video. And if time permits, Amma, I think ma'am also wanted to showcase something. So both the videos can be played together. If it is okay with you, Malaji, over to you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk on Akhanda Dhyanam, Akhanda Dharthi 4. I am really mesmerized and very happy and overjoyed to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Should we have your video first to be played?
Yes, Master Ashwath, if you can share. Fikile ma'am, please to join us in viewing this.
Sure. Just a minute.
Thank you, Sheila ma'am, also.
And while we are sharing the video, we'd also like to welcome Dr. Leonara to the channel. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Leonara.
Volume, please, Ashwath.
Yes, ma'am.
Volume.
Pardon me?
Volume ledu.
Is it audible now? Oh, yeah. Just a minute.
Yeah,
Just
no problem.
audible now?
Video.
Yes, ma'am.
See the video. We can't see the video.
Amma, should I do that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, 1 sec. Give me a second. Fikile ma'am, we wanted to show us some graphics, right? We don't, if he's okay, we can view yours meanwhile. Is it okay, Amma? Amma wanted to show something. Ma'am wanted to show something, sorry.
Okay, Dr. Fikile, if we can.
Yeah,
maybe
can you,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm going to try and see if I can share them. Thank you, Mama. It says if I start sharing screen, it will stop other participants.
You can, yes, please continue.
Okay.
You can continue.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Let me just find the camera again. So this was just a story of the journey of the land. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay, but I just want to put it on presentation mode. I hope it can still show from your side. Can you still see it?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Mama. This was just to tell a story about the journey that we've had in the land, just to show you, Gogo Pagati and I are living in this land. So just wanted to show you, we call it as a Mangoma story. It's a homestead that we started a couple of years ago. So what is important about this land is that it's in a rural village, and what was revealed to us is really just a land of learning and unlearning certain behaviors that are harmful to Mother Earth, or that were revealed to us as harmful to Mother Earth. So we needed to follow the language and the lessons from the land. And we needed to do certain rituals, but also just remember to live with animals. So you can see there in the land, some of the pictures that we're showing here are some of our dogs. We call them our babies. So that's what we have there. But what we started doing as a way of healing the land was to practice permaculture principles, utilize a permaculture approach. So things like what you see, there's just the kind of an ablution facility that we started, because we thought we don't use flushing toilets, for instance, in the land, because of the kinds of chemicals that come with that. But we're utilizing the land itself. So what you see, there's just an example of our eco-friendly toilet system that we are using. So in the land, we don't consider anything as waste. So whatever that we eat, whether it is vegetables, we throw back into the land, peels, we do our own compost. So we also rely on, very much on the relationship of, I think I see there's a dark patch there on top. I just want to try and shift it so that you can see. We rely on our relationship with elements, the sun, air, water, and earth, which is in the form of soil. And I'm not necessarily going to read all of what we did there, but the revelation to us was that from the onset, our relationship with the land must be informed by the land itself. So we follow the language of the land. When the land says to us, go this direction, we go that direction. So what you see there is a picture. This is Dr. Leonora there. It's a picture of how we started harvesting water. This is the water that we live in. We literally were directed. There was a water reservoir under the land, and we started we were just doing our prayers, doing our meditation, and we walk around the land and have a feel of it, and we're drawn into this water resource, and we started taking it up. And there's a well of water there, like it's not a fountain, but it's this gentle running water that we started harvesting for our own drinking, for our own irrigation, for the animals as well, and for the community around us. The community doesn't have tap water, so we draw from that. So that was one of the examples that I just wanted to share. And most of the food also that we eat, we cooked from fire, and we cook from this water as well. We drink and we wash with it. The most important thing as a lesson for us was that Mother Nature speaks. Mother Earth talks. And the important thing for us is that we need to listen to her and follow her patterns with love and patience. This is a message that was given, like amongst many other messages, to me in particular, to say Mother Earth requires love and patience. We need to be gentle with Mother Earth. And Dr. Leonora also once said, as we're learning it from the land, she says that once she realized that Earth is written as, has the same letters as heart, which is a quotation that she saw from somewhere. It all started to make sense that we are one with Earth and nature. So these are some of the encouraging things that we learned from Earth. And what we then started doing, some of the key insights that came from this work, is that everything grows better together. And these are the lessons that we got from permaculture. You know, a way of saying you don't necessarily have to plant an apple there and plant a potato there. Mother Nature lives together, interconnected and grows together. So let us be patient. Let us have respect for Mother Earth. Let us understand the seasons, understand their role as well, because we live through a cycle of nature. Nature speaks. We have to learn from her all the time, and from the animals as well, because how we also got to understand some of the things in the land is that the animals started to take us through, whether we follow a cow or we follow a goat or we follow a dog or we follow a cat. We started realizing actually animals know far more than we do. So they are our teachers. They are celestial beings that we have to constantly respect and follow their guide. And we still do that today. Trust the universe. You know, the universe is faithful. Resources are not always money. Sharing is a resource. Life skills, people, time, and relationships with family is a key resource. Friends and community matter. So we don't have to stop doing things because we say we don't have cash or we don't have money. We have the people and the love and the hearts. Let us maximize the hearts. And land will only benefit those who work in it. Unfortunately, if Mother Earth also needs caring and nurturing, so for as long as we're dumping and throwing, Mother Earth also may not work with us. So we need to work with Mother Earth. Do not sleep in the land, work in the land. It will protect you to infinity. So when we say land here, we refer to Mother Earth, not necessarily a piece of earth, everything that we consider land. Rest if you must, but do not stop working the land. It feeds on your energy. We work a lot with energy, you know, as love. So Mother Nature also is fed by our own energies. You know, in many of our practices as African people in particular, you know that some of the people will say, with our energies, we are able to speak to the skies and the moon so that we can have rain. We've got a lot of our goddesses here who can speak to Mother Nature to give us water, to give us rain during seasons and so on. So that is the energy that we talk about, that Mother Earth feeds us, and it feeds from our energies as well. And any place outside one's doorstep is Earth, is Mother, and it can be used to grow food and medicines to enhance our livelihoods. Smaller is always better. Let us not be greedy. Let us grow as small as we can. But also what is important is sharing. Everything we eat is a seed. Mother taught us this, that everything that we eat is a seed. We never throw anything away. We always replant and regrow and we share. So in the picture here, you see some of the seeds that we started also preserving so that we can share with others who need to grow and eat. Our vision is to grow food forests everywhere and medicine forests everywhere so that our generation and our children can also have from the land. These are some of the pictures that we have. It's us there in the picture in the homestead, just experiencing some of the triumphs. We grow a lot of banana trees. At this point, I think since we came into the land, we've got close to 50 trees now. And every time we're hoping that we'll keep growing, and we're growing for everyone. It's not just in our land, we also grow outside so that communities can eat with us as well. So that is, I think, pretty much, I will stop here for now. But I just wanted to share that story of love and saying Mother Earth does not lie. Let us take care of Mother Earth and share our energy with Mother Earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fikile, for this beautiful,
Namaste.
beautiful presentation. And I think before we just move on to our next video, I would like to share a little bit about my experiences. And, you know, we spoke about Mother Earth and connecting back to our divine feminine. And one of the best ways that I have found is connecting through breath. And, you know, we spoke about COVID times as well, where we had all of these catastrophes taking place. And one of the things that nobody really realized was that the thoughts that we have and that we've created within us, we don't know how to use it, you know. The more we think, the more negativity we create, and that is a seed that we plant to the cosmos. So I was so privileged to come across a master that came through to South Africa, Grandmaster Prabodh. Gratitude to him and his team for coming through to South Africa to come and share this beautiful divine meditation with us through breath. And just by connecting to breath, which was the in-breath and out-breath, and just having a beautiful smile, you just allow all negative thoughts to stop. And just by allowing thoughts to stop, you allow cosmic energy to enter this divine body. And that is when body starts healing. And there was a time that I went through so many challenges. I tried so many different ways of meditating, of chanting, of singing, and doing whatever. But I found that doing this breath meditation, anapanasati meditation, which means in breath and out breath, and being in awareness of just your breath, brought me closer to myself, which is the divine within. So that is my journey. And Dr. Fikile, also being a doctor of natural medicine, I've also stopped using natural medication as well, because I'm also receiving the cosmic energy that's coming through. And that is so amazing. And it gave me a chance to be, to have a higher self-esteem, to become more confident in myself, to be here on this platform today and to speak to all of you, and it's that I have the energy and the strength now to face challenges that I could never do before. And I know by just connecting with my breath and just allowing thoughts to disappear and to be in the space of emptiness, I can get the answers that you are speaking about. That comes through, and this is what this meditation does. And it's also said that your breath is your first guru, your first master, because without breath we cannot survive. And through breath we can attain this divinity within ourselves. We can access different messages through our ancestors, through our masters, through all of this. And that is my journey now, and we'd love you to experience this meditation with each and every one of us to come through. Let's connect. And Ma has said that the entire earth, all the different continents are meditating, and they are the different parts of the body. But Africa is the head, and without the head, nothing can continue. So Africa is now the head, and we need to connect with all the other body parts in oneness. And that is why Africa now, we have started this divine journey of connecting with the breath, and we love you and your team to be a part of us and to spread this, connecting to Mother Nature, connecting to the spirits, connecting to breath, and let us share this divine knowledge with each and everyone. Yesterday Ma said that she had a vision of a lady in different forms and has been doing so much of different work. But when she looked at her eyes, she saw depression. And she says, today, for this 9 hours, we are going to be meditating to release all this depression, this sadness, this hurt from all that are here today, and all women. And that is what we are going to be doing today on this platform, and sending this divine energy to Africa and to each and every being that is here. So with that, Dr. Fikile, and thank you so much for being on our platform. I think, Aparna, before we share, can we have Dr. Leonardo to say a few words? Dr.
Yes,
Fikile,
sure.
please.
Yeah, please do invite him, and then
Yes.
I'll play the video. Is it okay,
Yes.
Amma? Yeah, we are
Uh,
nearing for the meditation time, so we'll just have
Yes,
the words.
Dr. Leonardo, we'd like to have you
Yeah,
on.
sure. Yes, yeah. I'll highlight her.
Akhila ma'am.
Yes, yeah. Just we will take a few words from Akhila ma'am, then from Dr. Leonardo, and then the video, the finale, and then meditation. Right. Yes, Akhila ma'am, please.
Namaste, Padma madam, Mala ma'am, Aparna ma'am, Shella ma'am. ఎస్పెషల్లీ Fikile మ్యామ్, మరి సౌత్ ఆఫ్రికా మ్యామ్, హార్టీ వెల్కమ్ టు ద పత్రిజీ మెడిటేషన్ ఛానల్. చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది మాల మ్యామ్ మీరు ఈ మేడం తీసుకురావడం. మరి ఇలా మనకు ధ్యానం అనేది అలా ఆఫ్రికా అంతా కూడా మనకు స్ప్రెడ్ అవ్వాలనేది మన సంకల్పం. ఎంతో చక్కగా అందరికీ ఇలా స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతూ ఉంటే చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. ఈరోజు మేడం చూస్తుంటే ఇలా ఎంతో చక్కగా మనం అందరూ కలిసి ఇంకా ఎంతో ఎంతో చక్కగా ఇలాంటి అఖండ ధ్యానాలు మరి సార్ చెప్తూ మరి అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఫాలో అవుతూ చక్కగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లాలనేదే నా యొక్క కోరిక కూడా. మరి ఇందులో భాగంగా ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా ఈ విధంగా జరుగుతూ ఉంటే నాకు చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది. మరి నాకు కొంతవరకు ఆ వర్డ్స్ అర్థమైనా కాకపోయినా లోపలేదో ఆనందం. మరి ఆ నేచర్ గురించి మరి భూమాత గురించి ఎంతో చక్కగా చెప్తూ ఉన్నారు మేడం. మరి ఎంతో చక్కగా మనకి ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్తూ మరి ఒక స్టోరీ అదంతా కూడా చెప్పడం అర్థతో ఎంత అద్భుతంగా ఆ కనెక్టివిటీ చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అపర్ణ మ్యామ్.
Thank you, Akhila ma'am. She is also one of the key members, a heartbeat. We have various things, and she's one of them. Without her, we cannot imagine this team. Fikile ma'am, she's the one who gets us such pure masters who are bundle of knowledge, and we learn from them. So now she wants to thank you. She says she was following few things you were telling, and the connection of the heart to heart she felt. She was feeling the oneness between all the words you were expressing. And she says, I'm very happy that such a great master has joined us today, and we are listening to her. And whatever it may be, the connection that we are together here and working towards this, then we are very happy to our Adi Guru Brahmarishi Pitama Patriji, what all the vision he saw for us, and it's coming true. But that is making me immense pleasure and enthusiasm inside me for all of us working together. So that is what it is. Thank you, Akhila ma'am. I may have missed one or two words of hers, but they were beautiful. Her heart to his pouring out to you. That's the message here. So we're all together, ma'am, here. So yeah, we would now like to invite Malaji. As it's all yours. Right.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Aparna works tirelessly as well with Ma, Akhila ma'am, behind the scenes. Heartfelt gratitude to each and everyone. Thank you so much. Master Leonora, can we please have you on to share a few words with us?
Good day, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Leonora August Villakazi. I'm so honored to be here. Blessings and light to all of you. And this is an amazing space. I love just the pictures on its own made my heart beat. And I've been looking for some spiritual moments like this, and I'm so blessed to be here. Namaste. Thank you to Mama, and thank you to all the masters. In another Zulu area in South Africa, they call me Master Pagati. I always wanted to wonder why they call me Master Pagati. Now I know today. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Master Leonara, and heart-to-heart gratitude for helping me to connect with Dr. Fikile. I know she's been so busy, and thank you so much for coming on our platform.